So yeah, hello everyone. So welcome to this Q&A. This is actually the first Q&A of this year. Now it's a little bit different since this year I'll probably be doing this what you see here. Now I did this last year when I did my first Q&A of last year. I just sat in front of a camera and read the questions. I didn't exactly read them. I did. I'm sorry. What I mean to say is I did read them. It's just I put pictures on screen. But for this, I'll be doing with Douglas the Black Engine number. I'll be doing what Douglas the Black Engine. I'll be doing what Douglas the Black Engine number 10 did for his Q&A. He sat in front of a camera and read the questions on a phone like this. So yeah, I guess that's what I'll be doing. So give me a second as I pull up the questions. So now that I got all the questions pulled up, I'll also be typing up the people's. Well, I probably won't be typing their names. I'll just be saying their names. But but who knows? Anyways, let's get started. By the way, there were like 7 people asked questions, so still good amount of questions, which I'm not mad about. If they didn't ask more questions, I'm not really worried about it. But anyways, let's get on with it. First question comes from Hudson Train Guy 12. He asked, What would season 8 sound like when Mike and Junior were never dropped? That's actually a good question, since I don't know what it would sound like if they were never dropped, or, yeah. But yeah, like I said, that's a good question, since even I don't know. But yeah, anyways, moving on. These next questions come from Hector Orlando 68. He asked, he asked 2 questions. The first one he asked is, what's your favorite thing about making videos? My favorite thing about making videos is people that help me with them. I'm thankful for all the people that help me with videos, that include voice actors and stuff like that. I'm just thankful to all of you. Like I said, since without you guys, I wouldn't have got where I am. So, like I said, though, I really appreciate it. So, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know how to show. I don't know how to show my. But yeah, like I said, but more people can tell that I appreciate them every time I make a shout out video. Which, speaking of shout outs, I don't know when my next one will be. But yeah, but that's one thing that you guys can always expect is a shout out video once in a while. But yeah, anyways, moving on. The second and final question he asked is, what's your favorite thing about making redubs? My favorite thing about making redubs is just like with the other question, you guys. I like hearing your voices in videos, and I like when you guys request a redub once in a while. And yes, I am trying to make my own redubs. And speaking of redubs, I actually have 2 redubs in the works. They are Dirty Objects and Thompson and Magic Road Part 1. Thompson and Magic Road Part 1 will be probably the first one to come out of those 2, since that's the one I mainly want to start work on. But you never know. Like I said, just mainly voice actors, and you guys are the reason why I like making redubs, and it's pretty much my favorite thing about it. Anyways, let me see how long. Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, it's 7. Anyways, moving on. This next question comes from Antonis Queen. She asked, what is your favorite song? My favorite song is, well, I don't really have a favorite song. I like a lot of them pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite, is what I'm going to say. I like mainly listen to a lot of different songs. Anyways, moving on. These next questions come from Thomas Gamber 1 2020 Productions. He asked, the first question he asked is, what do you think of Alfred the B-12? Alfred, if you mean like the character Alfred or a movie about Alfred, I would say both, since I like Alfred as a character, since I think he's a good character. But if you're talking about a movie for Alfred, then I think that then I like movies about Alfred. I've only seen one, and that was the new story of Alfred and the other Alfred things. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. Next, he thinks next question. Sorry, getting confused with my words here. But next question he asks is, what do you think of the Union Pacific Railroad? I've heard of it, but I've never seen it before. I've heard of it before, even before today. I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen it before. But yeah, that's all I can say about that. Next up, and the final question he asked is, what do you think about memes? I like memes. That's all I can say. I like a lot of memes. Since yeah. Anyways, moving on. The next question comes from Felix the Tank Engine Solar Railway developer. His first question he asked is, "Who's your favorite narrow gauge?" If you mean character, then I like a few of them. But my favorite narrow gauge character is Smudger. That's why I like to voice him. It's pretty. Don't ask me why I like Smudger. I just do. And for some reason I just always find him. For some reason I just always found him a funny character. You know what I'm saying? There's a few other narrow gauge characters I like, but if I had to pick one, it would be Smudger. But yeah, you know, I'm just gonna say the other characters I like. The other narrow gauge characters I like are Duke, Scarloy, and Duncan. I just like, those are my 4 other favorites. I don't know why. I just like them as well. But yeah, anyways, moving on. His next question is, what's my favorite game? My favorite game is, I actually have 3 of them. They are Minecraft, Roblox, and Among Us. His next question he asked is, what's my favorite? His third and final question he asked is, what is my favorite food? And my favorite food is pizza, since I pretty much I just like it. And next up is, these next questions come from Mario Sonic Crash and Thomas the Tank Engine Fan 64. He asks, his first question is, what's your opinion on me? My opinion on you is, I think you're a nice guy. Although you asked to be Thomas in redubs of mine or any other thing when the cast is already full. Besides that, I like you. You seem like a nice guy. That's all I'm gonna say. Next up is, his next question is, do you want to join my redub on Samson the Scrapyard? Yes, I would love to voice in your redub, since I'm happy to voice act for people. That's one thing I mainly enjoy doing, is voice acting, since yeah. Moving on. Next up is, but also, one more thing before I move on is, if you don't want me to voice act for in it, who's the character, is anybody available still, or is the cast full, is what I would need to know in order to voice act for you. Anyways, his third and final question he asked is, can you voice Toad and Merlin in my upcoming movie, cartoons, United Fallout? Yes, of course I can voice act them. Just like I said, I'm happy to voice act for people, whether it be for anything. But yeah, and it looks like he gave me some lines here for it, so I'll work on those in a bit. Anyways, the final person who asked questions is Sal Gomez. His first question he asked is, what is my favorite character? My favorite character is Bert the Miniature Engine, since it's in my channel now. But yeah, I've always, for some reason, at first I didn't like him at first, but after I've seen Lost Treasure, and after I've seen some other stuff, I just mainly started to like him for some reason. But yeah, and ever since then, he's always been my favorite character, and always will be my favorite character. I forgot who my favorite character was before I started liking him. But yeah, his second question he asked is, what is my favorite Thomas episode? My favorite Thomas episode is, I don't really have one, but if I do have a particular one, it would be Tit for Tat, since it's a bird episode. Yeah, that's all I can say. And his third and final question he asked is, what's my favorite Thomas movie? My favorite Thomas movie is The Adventure Begins. I've just always liked that, since it's a great story. It's a great story in my opinion. Great new characters were introduced, and yeah, a lot of other stuff. And it was just nice seeing. It was just a good movie in my opinion. Like I said, I've always enjoyed it, and I always will. But that's it for this. But those are all the questions for this video. Yeah. But one thing I should mention is that YouTube probably might turn off the comments on this video. I'm not saying that they will, but they probably might. So yeah, I it's just like a little heads up for you guys if you watch this after or so, and you see that there's no comments on there. But yeah, that's pretty much one thing I wanted to say. And yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, bye everyone. Bye.